All right, good evening. Good eye, good eye, Mike. Good eye, Mike. All right, let me stop playing. Good evening. My name is Don Pickford, and for my first article review, I'm gonna talk about the T-test. So the T-test is a test that tests your change in direction. So basically, the T-test is set up like this. It has a base cone. 10 yards in front of it is the first cone. This cone you're gonna sprint to. Once you touch that cone, you're going to shuffle to the left to the next cone 5 yards. After you touch that cone, you would then shuffle to the right 10 yards to touch the next cone. After you touch that cone, you're going to shuffle 5 yards back to the center cone, and you're going to backpedal back. And once you cross the line, that's when the time will end. Okay. So for my first article I found, it is called "The Difference in Acceleration, Maximum Speed, Agility Between Soccer, Basketball, Volleyball, and Handball Players." This article goes over a series of amounts of tests to see how the athlete performed in the different agility tests. I don't know if that sounded right. All right, whatever. All right. So they did a test of 117 players. 56 came from soccer players. 17 came from basketball players. Volleyball came with 20 players, and handball had 24 players. And these are all kids playing in youth leagues, 15U through 17U. So with this study, they did 4 tests, but 2 of the tests were agility tests and a sprint test. For the 30, so the first test I'm gonna talk about is a 30-minute sprint test. They tested all players on this 30-minute sprint, and the outcome was the football players outshined everybody, because this is like, for football, that is typically what you're doing in a game. You're just like, it's quick sprints. And then the next test was a jumping and explosive test. And of course, volleyball was ranked 1, which I find is very interesting, because I thought basketball was a very explosive test. But when you think about it, volleyball has consistent jumps. Like, they're jumping 24/7. You have to be explosive to play volleyball, because you got to get up there. You got to be able to block this. Sorry, that's my baby. That's my nephew in the background. Okay, you got to be up there to block the spikes, or you got to be the one up there. You got to be the one spiking. All right. So at the end, they realized there wasn't much of a difference between the agility test between the 4 sports. And at the end, it recommended that in youth sports, we start training specifically for the sport. Wait. You want to start training specifically for a sport in youth, like in the youth setting, like 13U, 14U. This is where you want to focus on specific things like cutting. Dealing with basketball, you want to work on cutting, you want to work on explosiveness. For volleyball, you want to work on the same thing. And yeah, I think I covered everything. I'm out, bit